Welcome to Gregg Onscreen. Onscreen is a measuring takeoff program for construction estimators needing to gather area, length, and count items on electronic plans and images. Before we start, let's look at the menu and tools we will use. On the top row of the menus list, the pan window has a drop-down selection with 6 size options. At the top toolbar, the first icon group are the program types that the user can have activated. Rocket for stone tile and general measuring, Floor-It for carpet sheet goods and general measuring, Measure-It for all crafts and general measuring. The second group changes the method for measuring on-screen or digitizer modes. The third group is to open and close Excel. The next group is to open, close, and save images, to report program information, and to close the main program. The second toolbar has the program function buttons, which are also included in the right-click menu. The right toolbar starts with the text font size selection box, an unlimited pen color selection palette, and 7 different pen widths for drawing lines. There are 40 standard fill colors and an unlimited color fill palette under More Colors. There is a texture selection drop-down with 7 texture types to choose from. Textures and fills can be used separately or together to identify materials and product direction. The zoom feature ranges from 0 to 500%. The user can slide the tab up or down, or click on a percentage to zoom instantly. The user can rotate the image 90 degrees left, 90 degrees right, or a full 180 degrees. The status bar at the bottom shows the totals for area, length, and count, and the scale when set. The yellow frame around the image is an auto scroll bar. If an area is not in full view, the user can set the mouse tip on the yellow scroll bar, and the image will start to move in a view while measuring. If you scroll too far, the Alt key will reverse the movement. To start, select Open Image. The bottom of the Open File window is a drop-down list to show the file types that are commonly used that we can open. I will select View All Supported Formats to be able to view all file types. Select the file needed for viewing in the middle window. The first dialog box allows you to rotate the image if needed, zoom, and to set the scale in order to start measuring. When setting the scale, a pan window will help the user move around when zoomed into the image. The user must find a scale dimension or a known measurement like a doorway. Push down on the left mouse button and a cursor will change to a magnifier that helps zoom in, allowing accurate points. Select the second point and enter the length number, the line represented in the scale dialog box. A dialog box appears to ask what measure mode the user wants to start with. Select area to start the measure function. Select a start point with the mouse. As you move to the next point, a length label appears that tells you how far the mouse is being moved as you move it. After each point is selected, a text label appears on the line for a reference. To finish the area, select the right-click menu and click plus to close the polygon. After close, the room fills with the texture and an area label that shows in the middle. The polygon area and perimeter length totals are now shown at the bottom. Select the Data Form button. In the data form, in the area text box, the total for the measured area is already shown. The program measured in area mode, so the program automatically places the area footage in the text box for area. If the program was in length or count mode, those would have been entered automatically. Select OK and the data is sent into the estimate. To finish, select the material name for the item measured and select OK. The next item to enter is the room base or perimeter. Go back to Onscreen. When I was doing area, the perimeter was also calculated. To finish the perimeter length total, I will select length and measure any partitions not included and remove any doorways. Select the data form to send the length number measured and then select the base type needed. Next might be wall tile. We will do all walls at a 9-foot ceiling height. Select Onscreen and we'll go directly to the data form. We're using the base length that was already entered. All we need now is to be able to select a wall height that represents the project. If we had 9-foot ceilings entirely around the room, we'll select 9 foot and send it into the program. Select wall tile and we're done. The user will continue to use the data form to insert all items needed to complete the room or this project. Gregg Software is accurate, fun, and fast. In Gregg Onscreen, you can measure at the job site and complete estimates without having actual electronic files or plans. We can create a client sign-off sheet with a pricing and a drawing on the fly. Use the mouse to measure on the Gregg measuring grid. To create an object, select Area Mode and use the on-site measurements to replicate the object and send it into the estimate. If I had a 10-foot by 6-foot item, I simply use the measuring grid to capture the information. I select the data form, send it into the estimate, and select the material measured. If I want to do a countertop, I'll zoom in, come down to an area to measure with. I'm going to select a bullnose edge, and I'm going to measure a countertop that's 7 feet long with a bullnose front and no edge work around the rest of the piece. Now I have a 2-foot long by 7-foot countertop, 7 lineal feet of bullnose. I send it into the project and select countertops for measuring. It's that easy. Once the items are drawn, the user can give a price and a drawing to be approved by the client on the spot. One last important point. The on-screen program in Planet will switch to digitizer mode. It'll do the same measuring functions using paper plans with the digitizer board as you were measuring with Onscreen. For a more in-depth demonstration and see Onscreen fully integrated with the pricing programs, watch the estimating video or call Onscreen Software to have an online go-to-meeting today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, call our office at 713-854-4489. Thank you for watching.